Today we're looking at Cover Screen, which is a smart lock screen for your Android device, and it's Android only, which is pretty cool obviously. But that's because it does some things that are only able or only available on Android. So Cover Screen is made by three guys who previously worked at Google, Facebook and Yahoo, and they wanted to make, the smartphone just a little smarter. So Cover learns from what you do. Cover learns which apps you use the most, and it will provide these apps on the left or the right side of the screen depending on where you are and what time it is. So the background, the wallpaper, you can also pick one yourself or use a default one. And in my case, these are the apps that I use the most at this time of the day when I'm at home. So what you can do is just normally swipe away your lock screen, but there is also another cool feature called Peek, which lets you quickly peek in, for example, Twitter. You can see what's new there, and you can even go back and then open up the Play Store, and as you can see, it will load the app automatically. So that's pretty useful. You can obviously also fully swipe it away. When you swipe up, you can see other apps that you use and a couple of more. So you have all the apps immediately right there. So if I change this, let's say to out, then you can see a different background, which is also a default one, but you can also see different apps. So now I have my camera immediately right there. I also have Vine, so probably I used Vine a couple of times when I was out. So you can see different apps that you probably use most when you are out or stuff like that. And for example, when you are at work, you will also probably need different apps like Google Drive and your calendar, and you see the background changed as well. Now it also depends on what time you are, basically what time it is. So when it's evening, you also have a different wallpaper, and the apps will change probably to YouTube or Spotify or Netflix, just because you need those apps when you're at home, when it's evening and you want to watch something on your Android device. So that's really useful. Also, when you're in an app, you can also switch very fast between apps by doing this. And then you can immediately select, say, the Google Play Store, and you can quickly switch between those apps, as you can see. And also when you swipe then to the left, you can open up your cover screen, your lock screen again. So let's say you are using a pattern as a security option on your lock screen. That is not integrated in this cover lock screen, but that doesn't mean it doesn't work with it. Only the peek function won't work, obviously, because then the whole idea of a security pattern or a code, that's just that doesn't work. So you can open up Gmail, for example, and then after that you have to draw your pattern or enter your code, and then you can open the app. Cover is currently in beta, so that means that it's not available on every device yet, and at least not officially. You can download an APK which is official but not really supported, so it probably won't crash or won't work very, very smoothly on your device. But for this phone, it's also not officially available from the Play Store yet, but it works pretty fine actually. It had a couple of crashes in the beginning, but they did some updates and now it's working pretty fine. So you can try that. You can then sideload the APK, and then you can also use Cover, which I think is a very beautiful lock screen. Depending on your wallpaper, obviously you can make it as nice as you want. So you have a couple of default wallpapers, as you can see, but you can also pick one for yourself for home day, home at night, work, car, and out. So yeah, it also recognizes when you are in the car, basically, but I haven't really tried it out yet. But that will work, and obviously you have different apps. For example, the Google Maps app, which is pretty useful, I think, obviously. So Cover is a pretty useful and pretty nice app that, yeah, adds a little more usefulness to your lock screen. And it's free, so why not check it out?